Once again, it's time for Hack of the Week, everybody's favorite new game show. We've got a really special one for you this week.
Our officers observed Mr. Pelosi and the suspect both holding a hammer.
So it is not clear from the chief's comments who was initially holding the hammer.
Once again, it's time for Hack of the Week. We've got a really special one for you this week because we've got multiple contestants. This week's contestants are the hosts of Fox the Five, a bunch of total douchebags who will do anything for ratings. We've got Dana Perino, Geraldo Rivera, MTV DJ Kennedy, no relation, and of course, Jesse the Douchebag Watters. Let's get right into it. This one is going to be great. Time for round one.
The 82-year-old remains hospitalized at this hour. Doctors treating him for blunt force injuries to the head and body. We're told that he's expected to make a full recovery, and we do not have any updates on his health. We know that Speaker Pelosi is on her way.
A little background for today's show. Nancy Pelosi's husband was brutally attacked last night with a hammer by a crazy right-wing zealot who was looking for Nancy. And the Fox News picked up that ball and ran with it. That's why there are contestants. Let's get right to it.
Whether this is reflective of political violence that's happening in the country, or whether it's reflective of serious mental health issues in the country and violence in general across the country, or some combination of both.
Oh, Kennedy, you are the first contestant. You go right ahead and tell us exactly how this is a Democrat's fault.
When you combine that kind of rage, that sort of systemic cultural rage that we have right now that hasn't calmed down, with untreated mental illness, that's when you have things like this happen. And it's a really scary time. And especially in California, where so much money goes to social services, they're not doing it right. They really have failed the mentally ill, especially those who are violently mentally ill, in that state. And they have not created appropriate systems to identify and treat people like
ding,
this.
Ding, ding. Failed mental health. Failed mental health. Well, that is, in fact, the typical answer that Republicans always give. Oh, my goodness, we are on a roll.
It's a combination of both, because I think where we're at, the president promised to bring down the tenor of political discourse in this country. That hasn't happened. People are more divided. It's very easy for them to cross the line and commit acts of violence like this because they are moved by their politics.
Double points for Kennedy. She managed to blame Joe Biden for not bringing the country together in time. That is absolutely hilarious. Her hypocrisy knows no bounds.
Very good point. Geraldo?
I think that sometimes things are as simple as they appear.
It's time for Geraldo Rivera, contestant number 2. Geraldo Rivera, congratulations for being on the show today. And tell us exactly what is the cause of all this mess.
Here you have a guy wearing his underwear, clearly a crazy guy. His social media indicating that he's totally into wacky conspiracy theories. I think the danger is that by combining the two issues, the assault on Pelosi and mental illness, you tend to absolve or mitigate or diminish the responsibility, the criminal responsibility of the person who attempted homicide, the person who attempted to kill the husband of the Speaker of the House, the person who was saying, "Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?" and would have performed as violently if the Speaker was actually in there. And how tragic would that be? The number 3 ranked person in American government assailed and maybe killed by a nut job.
Wacky conspiracy theories is right. Geraldo Rivera does not get any points. He failed to be a hack. My goodness, how can you come on this game show and embarrass yourself so much? But he did manage to not point out what kind of conspiracy theories those are, and for that, he does get at least 1 point.
Jesse, I'm just struck, Jesse, because we do so many stories of people being attacked violently, protecting our lawmakers. And of course, we don't want to see this happen to the leadership of this country. But the problem is it's happening to lots of regular folks every day.
And now it's time for contestant number 3, our returning champion, Jesse the Douchebag Watters.
It's happening to everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. You got to watch out. The guy that is the alleged attacker sounds like a homeless nudist. He was living in a storage locker, and he was an illegal alien from Canada.
Well, he's going to start right off with illegal aliens. By God, he's hit a home run there. That's total Fox speak to all the douchebags watching right now. They just love to eat up that crap. Well, he's off to a big start. Let's see how it goes next.
We believe so. He should have been deported, but San Francisco is a sanctuary city.
Managed to work in San Francisco. Boy, I tell you what, they love those sanctuary city talk. It's like code words, red meat to the base. Way to go, Jesse. That's 2 points for you.
There's a crime wave. It's touched everybody. The crime wave has now come to the Speaker of the House's house. What I want this alleged perpetrator to be treated the exact same way if he had attacked anybody else. Because a lot of people get hit with hammers. A lot of people get attacked. And a lot of the times they're out on bail the next day and it's a simple assault charge. So I don't know why this guy is being treated differently. And he's facing what? Attempted homicide? He's in prison right now. We see people assault people all the time randomly with all kinds of weapons, and we see them released the next day. So I don't know why this guy is getting all of a sudden special treatment or different treatment because the victim was so high profile.
Did he just say that he wants that person to get let out of jail the very next day? Oh my goodness, there's some fine hackery. Jesse Watters, that's a big 5-point bonus for you. Absolutely outstanding. You are our returning champion and our continuing champion. I tell you what, I've never seen such a hack. You are a piece of shit, a total douchebag, and because of that, you win absolutely nothing. Fuck you. I'm really sorry, Geraldo. You'll be not returning next week. Though we know you are a hack, you failed to be enough of a hack today. And because of that, we have some nice parting gifts for you. And that is for everybody to please like and subscribe. Likes really help out the channel.
In a brilliant maneuver, his head has dropped out of the lead or the point position, doubled back down his torso, and established what seems to be a rear guard action, but is in fact a feint to cover the real objective, sticking itself up his own ass.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Get well soon, Mr. Pelosi. Join us next time on America's favorite game show, Hack of the Week.